It's 9 p.m. Monday night, while the rest of the world slows down. You're tuning in to the Final Boss podcast. This is Motivation Mondays, where mindsets shift, hustle gets honored, and the 6 pillars of success get broken all the way down. We're talking motivation, resilience, sacrifice, consistency, persistence, and perseverance. Hosted by the one and only Turbotheceo, bringing real talk, raw stories, and relentless energy to spark your week with purpose. So lock in, take notes, and remember, success ain't just a dream, it's a discipline.
Welcome to the Final Boss podcast. Motivation Monday. Hey, listen up, man. I got a great show for you guys tonight. Listen, my intros be long. I be 10 minutes into an introduction. Look, I'm getting ready to cut that in half. Anyway, welcome to the Final Boss podcast, Motivation Monday, episode number 123. And tonight's topic, we're going to be talking about something you haven't heard before. We're going to be talking about engineering your motivation, right? Engineering your motivation system. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Man, we're going to get ready to get into it, but hold up. Shout out to my smarts. Shout out to my final bosses. Shout out to my warriors. Shout out to my motivators and everyone who's just now joining us. Thank you for joining us. Listen up, man. We appreciate your support. Please continue to DM us. Here's my favorite final boss person, Shikandi. Thank you for joining us. She's on each and every last night. You guys need to follow suit. She's leading by example. Y'all need to follow her because she's leading by example. Go follow Shikandi Love right now, this minute, this instant, because she's always on here. Let me tell you, I love the support. I appreciate you. Look, please continue to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe each and every last show that you see and wherever you find us. If you find us on TikTok, you find us on Twitch, you can find us on Kick, you can find us on Instagram, you can find us on Spotify, you can find us on LinkedIn, and now we have a pod page. We have a pod page, and that's connected to another 20 different sites, and soon it will be connected to here. Look out for that. That's coming very, very soon. And man, DM, did you see us? DM us. If you hear us, email us. Email us at info@TheFinalBossPodcast, all one word. That's info@TheFinalBossPodcast. All one word, man. All one word. Y'all can, you can do that. You can definitely do that. Shoot us an email. So let's get right into it. Oh, you know what? The greeting of the day. How can I forget the greeting of the day, man? Sometimes I do, but here it is. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and good night to each and every last single one of you, no matter where you're watching, all over the world. I am here. Okay, that was a crazy pause. I like the crazy pause. The crazy pause is insane, man. Let me tell you. Oh, man, I have a great show for you guys tonight. And let's get right into it, man. We're going to get into the final. You know what? Let's get into the brass tacks. The brass tacks of the evening. And it comes with no author, but here it is. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting started is breaking your complex, overwhelming task into small, manageable tasks, and then starting on the first one. Management. Managing. Engineering. Ooh. Yeah. So tonight, family, to my Final Boss Nation, to my Final Boss family, here we are, man. We are here, and I am here. Let's get into it. I am the Final Boss. I am your host, and welcome back to another motivational Motivation Monday. This, again, is episode 123. If you didn't hear me the first time, let me think about that. Episode number 123. Episode number 123. I probably should have played the number today. Probably should have played the number today. But I didn't. So let's continue. And if you're hearing my voice right now, of course you're hearing my voice because you're right here with us on this journey and building this community and on this journey to be the better you, on this journey to become the better self, your better self, right? Or who you were meant to be, who you were meant to be. So as you're listening to my voice, you are exactly where you need to be because the universe has aligned you to be here. And we are in perfect alignment. That's how we operate, man. We operate under perfect alignment. So that's why you are here. Let me take care of this real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Got it. All right. Make sure that all my cameras are working. That's another camera over there. Okay. Perfect alignment. So before we dive deep today, I want you to do something for me. I want you to stop whatever you're doing for just a moment. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Because today only, we're not just talking about motivation. We're talking about engineering a complete system that's going to transform your life. Transform your life. And if you are not aware, I need you to get aware. Listen, I need you to get aware. God has blessed most of us with the ability to have the skill of discernment. If you have the skill of discernment, follow me. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere. If you don't, you need to figure out how to get it. You need to figure out how to get you some discernment, right? Stay with me. Because right now, you feel it. Yes, you. Talking to you. You feel it, don't you? You feel it, don't you? Something's brewing, right? Something's in the air. There's this energy. It's almost electric. Right? Electric, like me rubbing my hands together. I feel the electric energy between my hands. Like I can feel it. It's everywhere. It's electric. And here's what's wild about this moment we're in. I need a flag. Green flag. Okay. Yeah. Right here. There's something wild about this moment we're in. There's this duality happening, right? On one side, there's doom and gloom. People telling you the sky is falling. World War III is on the horizon. Alien craft are coming. Comets are coming towards Earth. Meteors are splashing. Aliens everywhere. Wow, man, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, right? It's everywhere. But listen to this. On the other side, right? On the other side, there's sunshine and there's opportunity exploding everywhere, right? And we're going to get into it. This is episode number 123, and the number isn't random. It's sequential. It's progression. It's the journey we've been on together. And today we're taking it to another level. So buckle up because the fired up train, you know it, is at the station and we're ready to depart, baby. We are ready to depart the fired up station because we're on the fired up train. All right. Let's talk about what you're feeling right now. That restlessness. Who, by a show of hands, isn't sleeping good at night? Look, raise your hand. Don't worry about it. I know you're not sleeping good at night because I've done a consensus right? And the consensus is most people are not sleeping well at night, and they don't know why. There's this sense of something shifting, right? I know it to be true. I'm feeling it also. I'm having restless nights. And man, it's been a couple of nights that I've really overslept. I did not like today. I did not mean to oversleep like I slept today. It was crazy. But when the body needs rest, the body will get rest. Here's the thing. We all are. We're all feeling it. We're all having restless nights. We're not sleeping good. We're having dreams, nightmares. We're being woken up in the middle of the night. We're sleeping very light. Anything is waking us up. It's like the air before a major thunderstorm. The air before a major thunderstorm, and that is bars. Listen, as that storm is charged, heavy, full of potential energy. But here's where most people get it wrong. They feel that energy and they interpret it as anxiety. They think it's a warning sign to retreat, to play it safe, to wait it out. No, that feeling, that's not a warning. That's a calling, right? Think about it like this. A caterpillar in a cocoon. I always use caterpillars in all of my analogies. A caterpillar in a cocoon doesn't feel comfortable. The transformation is uncomfortable. It's dark in there. It's confining. But that discomfort is the price of metamorphosis. That's the energy you're feeling. You're in a cocoon moment. And here's the mirror reality that I'm going to talk about. And I'm talking about you. Yes, you. While some people, right? While some people are looking at this energy and seeing doom, champions, right? My champions out there, like you, like me, we're looking at the same energy and seeing destiny manifest. The same world, different lens. The question is this: which reality are you choosing to live in? Right? It's like we're at a fork in the road. Which course are you deciding to go to? Are you deciding to continue in the path of the same old earth? Or are you taking the path as the energy unfolds and you metamorphosis and you decide to take the path of the new earth? Yeah.
Nice.
Right. Exactly. And here's the mirror reality I'm talking about. While some people are looking at this energy and seeing doom, right? Others, they see the light, right? The question is, which reality are you choosing to live in? Which one are you choosing to live in? Because make no mistake, it is a choice. Every single day you wake up and you decide, am I living in the fear that's going on right now? Or am I living in a faith-based reality? Am I focused on what I'm losing or what I'm gaining? Am I paralyzed by what might be wrong or fired up by what could go right? That part. So here's where we get real. I want you to ask yourself a question right now. I want you to ask yourself a question. And I mean, really ask it. It's not a surface level question. And not the answer that you think sounds good. I want you to be truthful. What gets you motivated? Yes, you. What gets you motivated? No, seriously, I need you to answer that. Think about it, right? Think about it. Take your time, right? As I figure out these buttons, there's a a evil laugh on here. I'm trying to find. I can't find it. Hold on. Nope. That's not it. Nope. That ain't it. Mm-mm. That ain't it either. Let's see. That's a crazy laugh.
Nice.
Nice. I like that. Anyway, I'll find it. Anyway, so I've given you guys time to find out what gets you motivated. And I was serious about that. And I hope you come up with an answer and you write that down. Whatever answer it is, write it down. And while you're thinking about that, what actually gets you out of bed in the morning? What makes you get out of bed in the morning with fire in your eyes? Is it money? Is it proving someone wrong? Is it legacy building? Or is it freedom? It might be impact. What kind of impact you're trying to leave on the rest of the world? It might be your family. What is it? So whatever that is, you write it right underneath whatever gets you motivated. Because here's what I've discovered in my own personal path and doing a little bit of research. What I've discovered is that thousands of people over the years, most people have never actually identified their true motivation. They haven't. They're running on borrowed motivation. They're motivated by what they think they should be motivated by. They're motivated by what their parents wanted for them, or what society says success looks like, or what their college degree pointed them toward. Now, a lot of you have degrees and aren't even working in the field of degree that you paid all that money for, which is crazy. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. I don't care if it's green, but we throwing a flag on the play for that because that's crazy. But that's external motivation. And external motivation is like sugar. It gives you a quick spike and then crash. You crash out. You crash out, man. But we need to find your internal motivation, your sustainable motivation, a kind of motivation that doesn't need external validation to keep you burning. Yeah, that part. And this leads us to most important question you can ever answer in your life. It's not how, it's not when, it's not even what. The most important question is your why. It's your why, man. It's your why. Your why. Have you found your why? Do you know with crystal clarity why you do what you do? Because if you don't know your why, you'll quit at the first sign of resistance, right? But when you know your why, right? Your why, and it's so crystal clear that it wakes you up before your alarm clock. Those obstacles become opportunities. Those setbacks become setups for comebacks. And I read that book. I love that book. I forgot the author name, but yeah, he's that great book, man. Great book. If you don't have it, what is it called? Setback is set up for a comeback, something like that, man. I think I got a mosquito in here. But listen, let me tell you about your why, because this is how you find yours. And I've discussed this, right? I've discussed this early on in previous Motivation Mondays. So go check those out. Your why is and this is how you find yours, right? My why wasn't surface level, right? My why isn't I want to be successful or I want to make money. Those are results. Those are not reasons, right? My why is this. Well, this is actually part of my why. The real why is a 17-year-old living in another state right now, and she's beautiful and super smart, and she's my twin. That's my real why. But get this part. I grew up, right, watching other people with a lot of potential settle for comfortable mediocrity. right? Because no one ever showed them there was another way. I watched dreams die, slow deaths on a corner, in cubicles, on the battlefield. You name it, I've been in it. On the basketball court, on the football field, on the baseball the thing. I can't think of it right now, but playing baseball. Or even in the swimming pool. I've seen these dreams die, right? I watched so much talent get buried under fear. Even on stage, in the arts, playing playing different characters. I've seen it. I've seen it, man. And all of that, I made a decision. I said, you know what? I want to become the voice that's needed, that I needed to hear when I was younger. So the voice that I'm giving you right now is the voice that I wanted to give my younger self. So that's what you hear. My why is liberation, not just for me, but for our community, all of us on this journey, and the Final Boss Nation, and the Final Boss community, right? Because it's not just about me. It's for anyone and everyone who hears my voice. I want to liberate you from limiting beliefs, from small thinking, from playing it safe when you were built for greatness. Now, your why is going to be different from mine, of course, right? Yours is going to be different. But here's how you find yours. You got to dig deep. You got to dig real deep. You got to ask yourself, you got to ask yourself why 5 times. Why? Do that. Do that with me. Why? 5 times. Start with what you want, right? Start with what you want out of life. Let's say you want to build a multi-billion-dollar business, right? That's one of your whys. Okay, that's a why. Because I want financial freedom. Why do you want financial freedom? Because what? You don't want to worry about money. That's everybody's thought process, right? Why don't you want to worry about money? Because you want to provide for your family, right? Okay, got it. Why do you want to provide for your family? Because maybe one of your parents couldn't. Okay, got it, right? And a lot of us have watched our parents struggle, whether it's our mother or father. I'm not going to discriminate, but it happens, right? You got single fathers out here, you got single mothers out here. I've witnessed my mom struggle raising 3 boys as I was the oldest. And in that, you have to say, if you have kids, you want to promise your kids that they would never have to feel that way, or they would never feel the fear that you felt when you were growing up. All right. These are examples that I kind of came up with that I want you guys to follow along. Stay with me. There it is, right? There it is. I dropped a couple gems, and that's your why. Not the $1 million, not the promise, not the transformation. The breaking of generational patterns, because it's bigger than you. That should be your why. Your why should make you emotional. If it doesn't bring up feelings and emotions, that's not your why. If it doesn't touch something deep in your soul, that's not your why. Keep digging. You'll find it. Because when you find your real why, everything changes, right? Suddenly waking up at 5 a.m., like I do, isn't hard. It's necessary. Working when others are partying. I don't know why I couldn't say that. Partying. What the hell? I need to drink some more water. While others are partying, you are making a sacrifice. It's an investment. It's an investment in yourself. You are focused on you, right? And let's be clear on your why. We need to build a structure that's going to support your journey. And this is where we talk about my favorite topic of Motivation Mondays, the 6 pillars of success. Think of these pillars like the foundation of a building. You can have the most beautiful building design in the world, but if the foundation isn't solid, the whole thing comes crashing down, right? The whole thing comes crashing down. These 6 pillars are non-negotiables. They're not optional. They're not nice to have. They are the foundation. And here's what's important for you to understand. You can't skip pillars. You can't. You can't say, I'm good at 3 of these, so I'll just focus on those. No, you have to focus on all 6 together. You remove one and the whole structure becomes unstable. That structure is you, right? Right. So let's begin with the 6 pillars of success, which is a review for those who are just joining us. And this is your first time here. Everyone else, they know the 6 pillars of success. Pillar number 1 is sacrifice. Nothing worthwhile comes easy. You must be willing to give up what you are for what you become. Sacrifice the short-term pleasure for the long-term greatness. Pillar number 2, motivation. This is your fuel, your fire, your reason to keep pushing. Motivation is what ignites the journey and keeps the flame burning when everything else goes dark, right? Pillar number 3, consistency. Success isn't about what you do once in a while. It's about what you do consistently. Listen, stay with me. Small actions repeated daily create massive results. All right, you got that? Perseverance, man. I love perseverance. This is your ability to push through pain, through difficulty, through the moments when quitting seems like the easier option. Perseverance is refusing to stop, right? And persistence. A lot of people get persistence and perseverance mixed up, but here's persistence. For those who don't know, take notes. Stay with me. Similar but distinct from perseverance, persistence is continuing to move forward despite obstacles, despite rejection, despite failure. It's the long game mentality. And finally, pillar number 6, resilience, right? Resilience. Life will knock you down. Resilience is your ability to come back, to recover, to get you up stronger than before. It's not about avoiding the hits. It's about how you respond to them. Now, right? Now, we're going to break these down individually, but I want you to see them as a system. They're interconnected and they support each other, and you cannot move without all 6. You need all 6. So let's go deeper, man. Let's go deeper into the first 3 pillars, right? The first 3 is sacrifice, motivation, and consistency. Let's go deep, right? So sacrifice is the price of admission to greatness. You want success? You want to have you have to give up something. You can't have everything and become everything. You can't scroll social media for hours and build an empire. You can't party every weekend and dominate your industry. You can't stay comfortable and achieve the uncomfortable. It's not possible. Sacrifice isn't punishment. It's investment. You're not giving up things. You're trading up. You're trading temporary pleasure for permanent results. You're trading the old version of yourself for the upgraded version. What are you willing to sacrifice? Maybe it's sleep, waking up at 5 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. Maybe it's the relationships that don't serve your growth. Bars. Woo! Right? Let that one marinate in your spine. Let that one marinate in your spine. Maybe it's entertainment, right? We got a lot of people who binge watch a lot of different shows on these different streaming platforms. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You binging, and you should be business building, right? Maybe it's comfort, right? Staying in the struggle longer so you can live in the abundance later. Here's the key. Your sacrifice must be intentional and strategic. Don't just sacrifice randomly. Know what you're sacrificing and why. You're not sacrificing randomly, people. You're not. Stay with me. Know what you're sacrificing and why. Know what you're getting in return. You got to have an ROI. You have to have an ROI, right? Got to have an ROI. Because when you're clear on the exchange, sacrifice doesn't feel like loss. It feels like an investment. Now, motivation. This is your fuel. This is what gets you started and what you return to when the journey gets hard. We talked about finding your why earlier, and that's the foundation of sustainable motivation, right? Stay with me. But here's what most people get wrong. They wait to feel motivated. That's backwards. That's backwards thinking. Motivation is something you create, not something you wait for. You create it through rituals, through content consumption, through visualization, through action. Sometimes you need to act your way into motivation rather than waiting to feel motivated to act, right? Like some people who start a marathon or a race or doing cardio. It sucks in the beginning, but then the motivation comes and they're off to the races, man. Let me tell you, it works. Your motivation needs to be renewable, external motivation. Some people like money. Some people like recognition. Some people like proving people wrong. That's one of my favorite. That eventually runs out. It eventually runs out, right? So when it runs out, what do you have? You have internal motivation, purpose, legacy, right? Becoming who you're meant to be. That's infinite fuel. You need to tap into that, right? And the last of the three of the 6 pillars of success, finally, consistency. Finally, consistency. This is the pillar that separates dreamers from achievers. Anybody can work hard for a day, a week, even a month, but you can work hard for a year, 2 years, 5 years. That's consistency. Consistency is showing up every single day. It's the compound effect in action, right? It's a multiplier. It's understanding that small actions repeated consistently over time create extraordinary results. I've been talking about micro progression, man, micro progression. You don't need massive action at once. You need consistent action daily. The secret to consistency, make it non-negotiable. Make it non-negotiable. Don't negotiate with yourself about whether you would do the work today. Just do it, right? Rain or shine, motivated or not, feeling it or not, show up, execute, repeat. That's how you build momentum. That becomes unstoppable. And that is the consistency. That's the first 3 pillars of success, man. The first 3. Now look. We just talked about the first 3. Now we're going to talk about the last 3. The last 3 pillars real quick. Perseverance, persistence, and resilience. The first is perseverance. Perseverance is your refusal to give up in the face of difficulty. This is about pushing through when everything you want wants to stop you. It's about continuing forward when the path is unclear, when you're exhausted, when you've been rejected for the 100th time, man. You give it 101. Perseverance is mental toughness. It's gritting your teeth. It's the grit and saying one more rep. When your body is screaming to stop, it's making one more call after you've heard no all day. You keep going. You push through. It's working on your business at midnight after working a 9 to 5. Here's what builds perseverance, though. Here's what builds it. Listen, stay with me. Stay with me, people. Stay with me. I'm on a roll, right? Here's what builds perseverance. Small wins. When you persevere through small challenges, you build the muscle to persevere through big ones, right? Let that marinate in your spine for a second. You build muscle to persevere through big ones. You don't wait for major tests to develop this pillar. Practice it daily. Push past discomfort regularly. Train your mind to override your feelings. The person who perseveres when others quit wins by default. There's less competition at the top because most people tap out. Most people tap out, right? Most people tap out. And get this. Perseverance is what gets you to the summit. That's how you get to the summit. Perseverance. Now we're going to talk about persistence, right? Stay with me. Persistence is the long game. While perseverance is about pushing through immediate difficulty, persistence is about the sustained effort over time. It's continuing to pursue your goal despite setbacks, despite obstacles, despite the slow progress, man. It's like being in a boxing match, man, and you getting your tail whooped, but you in there, right? You in there. Think about water cutting through that rock. It's not one powerful burst. It's the persistent drip, drip, drip over years that eventually creates a cannon. It's persistence. That's persistence. It's showing up day after day, month after month, year after year, relentlessly moving forward towards your goal. Persistence requires faith, right? Faith, man, undeniable faith into a mustard seed. That's the type of faith and risk and persistence you need to have. You have to believe in your vision even when the evidence isn't there yet. You have to trust the process even when the results are slow. You have to keep planting seeds even when you haven't seen the harvest yet. It takes years, man. It takes years sometimes, but it's coming. Be patient. Stay with me. The most successful people aren't always the most talented. They're the most persistent. They outlast everyone. They're still in the game when others have quit. Persistence is your competitive advantage. Finally, the last pillar, right? The last pillar, one of my favorite. Resilience. Resilience, resilience, resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back. It's your ability to bounce back. This is how quickly you recover from setbacks, failures, rejections, and defeat. Because here's the truth. You will get knocked down. Life will be lifing. Life will punch you in the face. The question isn't if, it's when. And more importantly, how will you respond? Resilience is built through adversity. You can't develop it in comfort. Every challenge you face, every obstacle you overcome, every time you get up and after being knocked down, you're building resilience, right? You're becoming anti-fragile. You're getting stronger because of the struggle, not in spite of it. Resilient people don't avoid pain. They metabolize it. Bars. I need some water. They turn adversity into advantage. They use setbacks as setups for comebacks. They see every failure as data. It's all metrics. Every rejection as redirection. Every loss as a lesson. Build your resilience by changing your relationship with failure. Stop seeing it as final. See it as feedback. Stop seeing it as personal. See it as a part of the process. The most resilient people have failed the most times, but they've learned to bounce back faster each time. That's resilience, right? Now we've gone through the 6 pillars of success, man. We've gone through the 6 pillars of success. Now you might be thinking, man, Final Boss, this sounds like a lot of work. And you're right. God damn it, you're right. It is a lot of work. And I'm here to tell you, doing what you do every day with no results is a lot of work too. Some people say that's insanity, but listen, stay with me. Here's what you need to understand. Success isn't about punishment. It's about reward. And that brings us to the 6 building blocks of reward. These are tangible assets, right? Tangible assets. Tangible assets you build as you pursue your goals. These are what you accumulate along the journey that create lasting wealth, not just money, but real comprehensive wealth in every area of your life. I'm not just talking about material, right? Now, we talked about the 6 pillars of success, right? We're talking about now the 6 building blocks of reward. The first building block, vision clarity. This is about having crystal clear direction. You know exactly where you're going, why you're going there, and what success looks like. Vision clarity means you can see the destination so vividly that every destination you make is aligned with getting there. No confusion whatsoever. No second guessing, just clarity, right? When you have vision clarity, you waste zero energy on distractions. You know what matters and what doesn't. You can say no. I had an episode about saying no. Go check it out. No to good opportunities because you're focused on great ones, right? Say no to good, but yes to great. Bars. This is clarity, and it's magnetic, man. It attracts the right people, the right resources, the right opportunities that are supposed to be in your life, right? And building block number 2, discipline architecture. This isn't just about having discipline. It's building systems and structures that make discipline automatic. Discipline architecture is about creating an environment where the right choices are easy and the wrong choices are hard. Stay with me. It's your morning routine that's so locked in, you don't even think about it. You don't even think about it, people. You don't think about it. It's the systems you've built in your business that run where you're there or not. It's the habits you've stacked so effectively that success becomes inevitable. You're not relying on willpower. You're architecturing your life so that discipline is built on that specific structure, the foundation. Building block number 3, skill supremacy. This is about becoming undeniably excellent at what you do. Not good, not great, supreme and legendary. Skill supremacy means you've invested so much time, energy, and focus into developing your craft that you're in the top tier of your field. Takes about 10,000 hours to do that. When you have skill supremacy, you command premium prices. You have leverages. People seek you out. Talked about that last night. You're not competing on price. You're competing on value. Talked about that last night. And you're winning every time. This block isn't built through deliberate practice, relentless learning, and the refusal to be overworked in your domain, right? Right. Building block number 4. We're going to take a little water break. Building block number 4. Building block number 4 is relationship capital, I think. Yeah. Relationship capital. This is the network and the connection you've built over time. But it's not about how many people you know. It's about the depth and quality of those relationships. Relationship capital is measured by who picks up when you call, who vouches for you, who opens doors for you. It's the mentors who invest in your growth. It's the peers who challenge you to level up. It's the team that would run through walls for you. It's the clients who become raving fans. Relationship capital appreciates over time when you invest in people genuinely, add value, and consistently and build trust relentlessly. Right? Right. Block number 5. Block number 5 is financial foundation. This is your economic security and freedom. Financial foundation means you've built assets, eliminated toxic debt, created multiple income streams, and established a safety net that allows you to take calculated risk. It's not just about making money. It's about keeping money, growing money, and using money as a tool, as a vehicle for freedom and impact. Financial foundation gives you options. It removes desperation from your decision making. It allows you to play offense instead of defense in your business and social life, right? And last, physical vitality. Physical vitality. You can have all the success in the world, but you don't have your health. You don't have your health, right? Think about that. If you don't have your health, you have nothing, right? Physical vitality is about energy, strength, endurance, and longevity. It's taking care of your body so it can take care of you. Physical vitality is built through consistent exercise, proper nutrition, quality sleep, stress management. When you have physical vitality, You show up differently. You think clearer. You execute faster. You recover quicker. You have the stamina to outwork and outlast your competition. Your body is the vehicle that carries you to every goal. Treat it like the asset it is. Your body should be treated like a Rolls Royce. That's what your body should be treated like. And here's the beautiful thing, right? When you're building the 6 blocks of reward with intent, success becomes sustainable. You're not burning out, you're building up. You're not sacrificing everything for success. You're creating success that enhances everything. These blocks work together, they reinforce each other, and they compound over time like compound interest, right? Now, we've talked about the 6 pillars of success. We've talked about the 6 building blocks of reward. Now let's jump into the cornerstone of magnificence, man. The cornerstone of magnificence is one of my favorite, right? What is the cornerstone, right? In architecture, it's the first stone set in the construction of a foundation. It's the stone that determines the position of the entire structure. Everything else is built in reference to the cornerstone. So what is your cornerstone? Ask yourself that question. What's your cornerstone? What is the one fundamental truth that your entire life is built on? For me, the cornerstone of magnificence is this: you were born for greatness, not average. Period. The end. That's it. That's the cornerstone. Everything I do, every decision I make, every goal I set is built on that foundation. I was not put on this earth to be ordinary, and neither were you. But here's what happens to most people. Life beats the magnificence out of them, right? Life beats the magnificence out of them. Man, that's so true. I've seen it so many times. Society tells them to be realistic. Parents with good intentions tell them to be practical. Friends often unconsciously try to keep you at their level because they're comfortable. They want you to be comfortable. And slowly, year by year, that inner knowing of magnificence gets burned under fear, right? Doubt and should-haves. They start believing the lie that they're average, that they should be grateful for mediocrity, that dreaming big is childish. But here, listen to me. Listen to me. Stay with me. The cornerstone of magnificence is about reconnecting with that truth. It's about remembering who you really are. You are not your circumstances. You are not your past. Yes, you, talking to you. You're not your past. You are not your failures. You are unlimited potential wrapped in human skin. When you build on this cornerstone, everything changes. You start making different decisions. You start taking bigger risks. You start seeing obstacles as temporary and opportunities as infinite. This cornerstone asks something of you, though. You have to have a sacrifice. The cornerstone asks. Act in accordance. Act in accordance with your magnificence. You can't have one without the other. So you want cornerstone of magnificence. You need to act like you are magnificent. Every choice, every action, every word, does it reflect who you truly are? Or is it reflecting who the world told you to be? Think about that, right? When you stand on this cornerstone, you stop playing small. You stop apologizing for wanting more. You stop dimming your light so others feel comfortable. You step fully into your power and you build something magnificent. And for my older people, my older generation, listen, your life is not over. Your life isn't over. You too can have the cornerstone of magnificence. You still have dreams, and those dreams can come real. Your life is not over. Keep going. All right. Got that out the way. So we discussed the why. We discussed the 6 pillars of success. We discussed the 6 building blocks of reward. We talked about the cornerstone of magnificence. And now we're going to talk about momentum code, right? We're going to talk about momentum code. Let's talk about momentum code. This is your blueprint for building unstoppable momentum in your life, because here's the truth. Success isn't about one big moment. It's about creating momentum, building speed and power that carries you forward, even when you face resistance. The momentum code breaks you down like this. Commitment. You have to be all in, not interested, committed. There's a massive difference. Interested people do what's convenient. Committed people do whatever it takes. Commitment is the spark that starts the fire. When you commit, you're making a declaration to yourself and the universe. This is happening. Not I'll try, not I hope, not maybe. This right here, this moment, this is happening. I am committed. And as you are committed, the commitment eliminates the back door. It burns the boards. It removes the option of retreat. Stay with me. Ownership. Take complete ownership, responsibility, and accountability of your life. No more victim mentality, man. No more victim mentality. No more blaming circumstances, your background, the economy, your boss, your parents. I'm not saying any of those things don't affect you. What I'm saying is they don't deny you from magnificence. Ownership is power. When you blame others, you give away your power. You give away your power when you blame others. When you take ownership, you take back your power. Your life is your responsibility. Your success is your responsibility. Your happiness is your responsibility. That's not a burden. That's freedom. That's ownership, right? Now, can't have those without daily action. Momentum isn't built in moments, right? It's built in days. It's what you do every single day that determines where you end up. You can't work hard for a week and then take 2 weeks off. It don't work like that and expect to build momentum. No, you can't do that. Momentum requires consistency. And where does consistency come from? There's 6 pillars to success. So you can't have part of the momentum code without having all of everything else that I've mentioned. Daily action means identifying the 3 to 5 things that, if you did them every day, will completely transform your life in a year. Maybe it's working out. Maybe it's reading for 30 minutes, reaching out to potential clients. Maybe it's creating content, learning a new skill. Whatever it is, man, do it every single day. This is where the compound effect kicks in, right? Small actions repeated consistently over time create extraordinary results. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. And let me tell you, man, before we move into energy management, when I started this podcast, I was episode number 1. Now that I have this podcast, I'm at episode number 123. And in that, every episode, I have 10 to 15 clips that are dropped daily, right? So let's average that out. There's 365 days in a year. I post clips 10 times a day. That's 3,650,000 posts just on clips alone. That don't include the 4 shows that I do every week, right? That don't include each show has 10 clips. You do the math on that. It's a lot. Be consistent, and I'm consistent with it, right? Energy management. If you haven't recognized that I'm spelling out code, this is the E in the word code, right? Energy management. You can't build momentum if you're exhausted. This is about protecting and optimizing your energy, being physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual energy. When it comes to physical, you need sleep, you need nutrition, you need exercise. These are non-negotiable. When it comes to mental health, what you consume really does matter. Guard your mind from negativity. When you're being emotional, surround yourself with people who lift you up. When it's time to be spiritual, connect to something bigger than yourself. Purpose and meaning, those are bigger than you. Identify and connect with that, right? High performers don't just manage time. They manage energy. You can have all the time in the world, but if you don't have energy, you're not moving forward, right? And here we are with engineering the motivation system. Engineering the motivation system, right? And I might go over a few minutes tonight, but I want you guys to stay with me. Stay with me, right? Whew. Man, I'm on fire. Let me tell you. What's this button? Boom. All right. So we've covered the pillars. We've covered the building blocks. We've covered the cornerstone. We've covered the code. Now, here's where it all comes together. Engineering your motivation system. Most people rely on external circumstances to motivate them. They wait to feel motivated. That's backwards. I said that earlier. Motivation isn't something that happens to you. It's something you create. Engineering a motivation system means building triggers, rituals, and environments that consistently put you in a peak state. And here's how you do it. Step one, right? Step one, get pen and paper. Stay with me. Take some notes. Step one, design your morning ritual. Design your morning ritual. Your morning sets the tone for the entire day. What does your first hour look like? For high performers, it's sacred. Maybe it's meditation, exercise, journaling, reading, visualization. Whatever it is, it's intentional. My morning, I wake up, express gratitude, visualize my goals, review my vision, move my body, feed my mind. And by the time the world wakes up, I'm already winning. Step two, create trigger mechanisms, right? Associate certain actions with certain states. Maybe every time you hear a specific song, you enter beast mode. Maybe you have a pre-game ritual, right? Some people have pre-game rituals before important phone calls. Maybe you have a physical anchor, a specific gesture that puts you in a confident state. Athletes do this all the time. Some people are like, and that's it for them. You know, some soldiers, sometimes they enjoy saluting each other. You know, that gives them enough energy and boosts them and motivates them, man, to just boom, keep going. As athletes, like a basketball player, they get to the free throw line, man. They start making free throws and they just feel good about themselves, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. It's the same thing every time because it's a trigger. It's the optimal state. You need to do that or whatever it is and keep it the same. Build a motivation library. Collect content that fires you up. Speeches, books, podcasts, movies. The Final Boss. Quote, when you're feeling flat, you need to be able to plug into something that shifts your state. The Final Boss podcast would definitely get you there on Motivation Monday. Add me to your library, right? I'm telling you, it works. Don't wait until you're down to look for motivation. Build the library now so it's there when you need it. It's there when you need it, right? Step 4, engineer your environment. Your environment shapes your behavior. If you want to work out, lay your gym clothes out the night before. If you want to eat healthy, don't have junk food in your house. If you want to be productive, create a workspace that inspires you. Make the right choices easy and the wrong choices hard. That's environment engineering. Accountability architecture. Create systems of accountability. Tell someone your goals. Join a mastermind. Get a coach. Post your progress publicly. When you know someone's watching, you show up differently. Accountability isn't about shame. It's about support. It's about creating external pressure that matches your internal commitment. Right? Those are the 5 steps. The 5 steps of engineering your motivation, right? All right. Let's talk about something I mentioned in the beginning. We talked about mirror reality. So I'm doing a 365. I'm bringing it back to you like I always do. In the beginning, I talked about mirror reality. This concept is crucial for everything we've talked about. There are always 2 realities happening simultaneously. And one reality, things are falling apart. It's doom and gloom season right now. But it's also where things are coming together. It's joy and sunshine all at the same time. The economy is crashing. Whoa! And opportunities are booming. People are struggling and people are thriving. There's doom and gloom and there's joy and sunshine. Both are true. Both are happening. The question is, which one are you focused on? I said earlier, this is a time right now where we're in a fork in the road. Are you going to continue with the path of old earth with doom and gloom? Or are you going to take the path of the new earth and be in the joy and the sunshine? It's happening simultaneously, man. I'm telling you, this is what's going on. Here's the wild part. The one you focus on becomes your experience. not because the other doesn't exist, but because your brain filters reality based on what you're looking for. It's called reticular activating system. If you wake up looking for problems, you'll find them everywhere. If you wake up looking for opportunities, you'll find those everywhere too. The world hasn't changed, your filter has. Make sure you got the right lens on. This is why two people can go through the exact same situation and have completely different experiences. One sees obstacles, the other sees opportunities. One sees endings, the other sees beginnings. The mirror reality isn't about denying challenges. It's about choosing where you want to focus your energy. Acknowledge the challenges, but don't live in them. Do not live in them. Don't set up camp in doom and gloom. Visit it if you must, but don't move in. Right? Don't give it free rental space, man. You get up and get like, look, people got that doom and gloom and rental space and it's free right now. You need to start charging them rent. Instead, intentionally focus on the sunshine side, right? Look for what's working, look for what's possible, look for what's succeeding, and look for the study that causes them, right? Look for where the opportunity is hiding. Wherever you give your attention, it grows. Water the flowers, not the weeds. This isn't just positive thinking, it's strategic focus. It's choosing to operate from possibility rather than fear, which brings us to my favorite part of the fired up train, baby. The fired up train. The fired up train, man. I love the fired up train, man. It takes me back to a happy time when in our childhood, man, we identified trains as being strong, powerful, and unstoppable. This is where we are, man. This is what we're doing. The fired up train. This is a metaphor of your journey. We're all on together. The fired up train is waiting at the station. The engine is running. The destination is success, fulfillment, impact, legacy, freedom. Everything you've talked about today. But here's the thing. The train is leaving. With or without you, the train is leaving. You have the choice to make. You can stay on the platform and be in comfort and be with the familiar, or you can you can continue to make excuses about why now is not the right time. You can wait until you feel like you're ready, or until you have more resources, or until the conditions are perfect, or you can get on the fired up train. Get on the train means committing to the journey. It means embracing your why. It means building on the 6 pillars of success. It means collecting the 6 building blocks of reward. It means standing on the cornerstone of magnificence. It means living the momentum code. It means engineering motivation system, your motivation system, right? The fired up train isn't for everyone. It's not. It's not for people who want easy. So this ain't the easy way over here. It's not for people who want comfortable. You're not going to be comfortable. It's not for people who want to stay the same. Listen, man, we're not about staying the same. We about being and embracing the growth, man, the growth. The fired up train is for champions. It's for the people who are willing to do the work. It's for the people who refuse to settle. It's for the people who know they were born to do more and are willing to pay the price to get it. The train is at the station right now, not tomorrow, not next week, not when you finish this program or the course or whatever you're doing to try to reach your milestone. It's now, this moment, right now, in this time. This is your moment. The question isn't whether you're ready. You'll never feel complete. You'll never feel completely ready. The question is, are you willing? Are you willing to step into your greatness? Are you willing to leave behind the old version of yourself? Are you willing to claim what's yours? Are you willing to stop listening to all the foolishness and all the crap that they're putting out there in the media? Stop paying attention to that crap. You keep paying attention to that crap, you're going to make yourself and you head down the left side, the old earth. And the new earth over here is joy and sunshine, and they're happening simultaneously. But you too busy paying attention to the crap over here with the media, you're missing out on the joy and the sunshine that's happening over here. You need to align yourself, man. And you're here on this journey and this part of this community with the Final Boss Nation. And this is what we're here. And this is why I'm doing this, man. This is why we are here. So here's what I'm going to want you to do right now, not later, right now. I want you to write down your why. I want you to write down your why, not the surface answer, the deep answer, the one that makes you emotional, the one that won't let you quit, right? Write it down. Put it somewhere. You will see it every single day. And then call to action, man. Here's a call to action. Call to action. Audit yourself. Audit yourself every single day against the 6 pillars of success. Rate yourself 1 to 10 on each pillar. Sacrifice, motivation, consistency, perseverance, persistence, and resilience. And be honest with yourself. Where are you strong at? Where are you weak at? Because you can't improve what you don't measure. This is all metrics, man. You got to do this. Choose one thing from Momentum Code that you're going to implement immediately. Maybe it's your morning ritual. Maybe it's daily action. Maybe it's your energy management. Pick one and start today. And I'm talking to you. Yes, stay with me. Stay with me. Identify your mirror reality. What have you been focusing on? Doom and gloom or joy and sunshine? It's a conscious decision to shift your focus to the possibility. Get up on the fired up train. Get up on the fired up train. Make a commitment. Make it out loud. Make it to yourself. Make it to someone else. Let everyone know you're all in. You're part of the commitment. You here. You're stamping your foot down. You dare. You're this. You're that. Then, right when you're done playing small, that you're ready to claim your magnificence. These, what I'm speaking of, these aren't just suggestions, people. These aren't just suggestions. These are requirements, man. These are requirements. If you want to transform your life, information without implementation is just entertainment. Don't let this be entertainment. Let this be transformation. The time is now, not someday. Now, everything you need is already inside you. You just need to activate it to engineer the system to get on the train. Listen, Luke didn't become a Jedi. He didn't have something on the outside that entered in. It was always him. He was always him. Like they say, me, I'm him. They call me Himothy Jones. That's what they call me because I am him. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you, man. Stay with me. We almost done, right? Listen up, Final Boss family, Final Boss nation, to my motivators, to my warriors, to my smarts, man. Listen. I've covered a lot today. I should say, let me correct that. We've covered a lot today, but I want you to remember this. You're not here by accident. The fact that you've listened to the entire episode, the fact that you're still with me tells me something about you. It tells me that you're ready. It tells me you're hungry. It tells me you're one of us, right? You're one of us and you deserve to be here. Someone who refuses to accept mediocrities, who knows there's more to life, who's willing to do what it takes. Something is brewing, something is in the air, and you're feeling it for a reason. The energy you're sensing, it's your destiny calling. This is your magnificence reminding you of who you really are. So embrace it, step into it, and build your system. Live in your code. Get on the fired up train. And people, this is episode 123 of Motivation Monday. I am the Final Boss, and I am here reminding you, you are the final boss of your life. You are the motivator of your life. You are the warrior of your life. You are the smart of your life. Nobody else is coming to save you. No one. Nobody else is going to build your dream. No one. Only you. The fired up train is leaving the station. I'll see you on board. And until next Monday, stay fired up, stay focused, and keep building your empire, baby. I will see you guys tomorrow for Tech Tuesday, and make sure you tune in on Thursday for Special Guest Thursday, all at 9 p.m. And again, on Sitting Down Sunday with the Final Boss. All 4 shows, all live at 9 p.m., all every week, all week, until we reach episode number 200, where we will begin season number 4, man. Season number 4, episode number 200. And listen, it's around the corner. It'll be here before you know it. Man, I want y'all to let all of that I've given you tonight to marinate in your spine. And remember this. There's a heavy pain that comes with discipline, but the pain of regret is even heavier, right? I am the Final Boss, and I am here. Be balanced, be equal, and be smart. And remember, to each and every single last one of you around the world, no matter where you're tuning in at, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. This has been episode number 123 of Motivation Monday, and I appreciate you for joining us. And I will see you again tomorrow for Tech Tuesday with the Sensei. Mike Fall. Y'all have a great evening. Go watch some football. Start your process. Start your process. Find your why. Follow the 6 pillars of success. Follow the 6 pillars, the 6 building blocks of reward. Jump into the cornerstone of magnificence, and then momentum code, right? And record your metrics. Record your data. You start to see a difference. And then let us know. You can hashtag us at TheFinalBoss. Hashtag smarts, hashtag motivators, hashtag final bosses. I think I said that already. Final bosses, smarts, motivators, warriors, all hashtag. Let us know, right? Let us know. Thank you for joining me. Y'all have a great night. Sorry I went over a little bit. I knew it was 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes over. I knew that was going to happen. But good night, people. See you soon. See you tomorrow, 24 hours.